Hey, Sohail. Nice to see you again.
Hi Akash, how's your week going?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's blazing heat as across the United States here. So I'm in a t-shirt today, thanks to that.
What else is hot?
Well, I read a really interesting article I wanted to talk to you about, which came from David Rogers, who is a professor at Columbia, and he specializes in digital transformation, something that you and I have spent a lot of time doing. So I wanted to talk about that. I found it really interesting. He brings up the point of making sure you find your unique advantage before you start your digital transformation. And really, he talks about that as being defined as what is your organization really good at? What can they do better or at, close to best as anybody else in the industry?
That's really fascinating. And actually, it resonates with me because, I've just been rereading this great book by Jim Collins, Good to Great. And, he has a concept in there that's called the Hedgehog concept, which is all about knowing exactly what you can be the best in the world at and understanding the economic drivers of your engine and then focusing your business strategy around those aspects. And I think that is something that's, I think, fundamental to almost any business. But I think certainly it has applications for digital transformation as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe in this firsthand because I've experienced it being in the seat for digital marketing transformation. Is that it's hard to triangulate where technology and especially AI today can help a company succeed and be better if you don't first have the understanding of the key economics and the way it's winning today. And so, one of the examples I have of this is pretty recent when I was working at Humana. There are a lot of things that they did very well as a clinical pharmacy. And that specialization versus companies like a Walgreens or a CVS that are more broader in terms of being a retail center where you can get a lot of things done was one of its unique advantages. They're very efficient in getting a prescription in and then to you and to your door through mail. And so we actually had a project there where we were able to take advantage of that and outline how that would be part of the digital experience, but also part of our marketing. And it was an important value prop. Is actually the number two thing customers asked about the most is where's my product and when is it getting here? And they already had a lot of the digital components linked in on the back end. So adding an experiential component and then talking about it within marketing was actually not that bad. So again, it's going back to the competitive advantage and thinking through, okay, how can technology help us? And then how can marketing really kind of tell the story?
Yeah, no, that's a really great example. And actually, it brings to mind a time when I was working with Gazelle, which is about at this point 7 or 8 years ago. But they had this really fascinating technology capability. They owned the ability to be able to process an iPhone that came into their facility and then to assess its quality and set it up for refurbishing and then eventually sell it. But in that process, they had the ability to assess exactly what a customer had previously communicated as the value of that device. And through their checks, be able to tell whether or not the value of that device actually matched what the customer said, exceeded what the customer said, or was below what the customer said. And based on that
Right.
assessment, they were then able to communicate in real time with the customer, giving the customer the option of accepting the higher price, which of course everybody does, or potentially returning the device back to the customer if they were not happy with the price quoted. And so that ability of being able to track a device through the flow was something they were able to turn into a competitive advantage because they were able to integrate that with their customer and marketing communication systems. And it makes me think about all the companies that have access to all this amazing data
Yeah.
through so many different aspects of their operations, but aren't actually taking the opportunity to turn it into a delightful customer experience movement or a competitive advantage. And that's something that I think is certainly an opportunity almost across every industry that we worked in, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great example, Sohail. Well, this was fun. It was fun to catch up and talk digital marketing transformation, digital experience transformation. We covered some great stuff. We'll put some links in the comments, and thanks a lot. See you soon.
Talk soon.